Morning. Today I'm going to take a look at the VEVOR 25.5 foot pole saw. Let's see how it works. I've got some branches on this elm tree here that are hanging out over the roof of the house, and we've heard squirrels running around on the top of the house, and I like to get those branches off of there. They're just kind of barely rubbing on the roof and really easy for the squirrels to jump off onto. I can't quite reach them with my Fisker's pole saw, so I thought I'd try this 25.5 foot pole saw. Let's go take a look at it. So let's open it up and see what we got. Okay, so I got it opened up. Huh. Ooh, that looks like a good blade. It's got these sharp ends on too, I suppose, if you can push it one way or the other and get it to finish the cut. It's actually pretty good saw for handling without the pole too. It's got a nice edge on both ends of the grip so that your hand won't slip. So here's the pole. So far it looks pretty good to me. Looks like it's just a Phillips head on the fastening screw. It looks like the nut is turning on this end. How are we going to keep that from happening? It looks like the plastic is molded for that to hold it, but it doesn't appear to be holding. Well, it appears that nut in there has been tampered with before, and maybe this was misthreaded or something in there, and maybe returned by somebody else and just sent back out to me. We'll see. I'll have to give the company a call. Well, I contacted the VEVOR company, and I was on hold for about half an hour, so I decided to send them an email with pictures. And I did that, pictures of the part of the saw that isn't working, and they said, well, we're going to send this to our tech team. You should hear from us in 1 to 3 days. So I waited and didn't hear from them, and checked back with them, and they said, well, do you want us to just order a new saw? And I said, well, whatever it takes. And they didn't do that, and then they said, well, we will order the parts, and they're coming from China, so it could be 2 to 3 weeks. Well, about a month later, I contacted them and said, I don't have the parts yet. And they said, well, it's not going to happen. There's supply chain issues. So we're just going to send you $20 and let you buy what parts you need locally. Well, I'm actually okay with that because I think I can fix this saw myself. And I didn't want to get involved with sending the old saw back and all that kind of thing. So let's see if we can fix this saw. So the problem here is that this nut here seems to be maybe cross-threaded on the bolt that goes through, and that bolt is to hold the handle of the saw onto the pole right there. Well, the feel of the saw, if I go like this, right on this edge here, I can feel that on my finger, and I don't want that to be a sharp edge. So I'm going to have to cut it down in a way where it kind of leaves this curve here. So I'm thinking I'll take off from the back side here just enough to get at that bolt without removing this part here. So let's see what we can do. It's fairly soft, kind of rubbery material. So maybe if I just cut like a slot in there and so that I can get at that nut with needle nose pliers. Maybe that's be enough to hold it. Let's see. Alright, so I've carved out enough here to maybe get a grip with a needle nose pliers on that nut. Let's see if that does the trick. Feels like I got a pretty good grip on it. Nope, the nut turned. Okay, I tried again a couple times off camera just to see if I could get it to go, and I think I got it. So I can get that out of there now. There. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's got some damage to it. I went to the hardware store and got something similar. Well, here's the bolt that I got, bolt and nut, and it's 1/4 inch, and I'm not sure what this one is. It looks like it's just a little bit thicker, and I couldn't get the right length, so I don't think it hurts if it's a little long. So let's see if this fits into the hole that's in the saw now. Yeah, it does. Okay, so that's good. But I think where we're going to have trouble here is that both the nut and this, the head, are much bigger. So let's see, I need this drill bit's pretty close to what I need to make the rubber hole bigger on here. So let's give that a try. And I got to be careful not to drill into this aluminum or whatever that shaft is there. All right, so let's be careful here and just this side down. Oh. All right, let's see if this will fit in there now. You know, this isn't the best system. I think if it had worked right in the first place, it would be better, but since it didn't and they couldn't get me the parts, I think that's going to work. See there? And that will be right on here, going through that hole there. So I better check that hole and make sure that's big enough for this new bolt too. We'll do that next. All right, let's try this new bolt and see if it fits in there. Yeah, it does. Okay, so that should work good. And I think this does not turn in there, so let's see. I guess that's the way it should be. Yeah, that'll work. These slide out really easy, really smoothly. Let's see if it stops. Yep, there's a stop on it too. So each one of these makes it longer. I'm not going to do it here in the shop, but once we get outside, I can extend it and see how it feels. It feels really light and very sturdy. So let's get this on there. That goes in there after I put this on, so just gotta line it up. Put that in there. Get through the other side. All right, well, I'm going to tighten this up and we should be good to go. I think it's time to get out there and see what it can do. Let's go. So here's the tree that I want to work on, and the branches are way up there. And from down here, even with this pole saw extended to 25.5 feet, it would be too far up. So I'm going to have to go stand on the deck and try and reach them from there. Well, I got the pole saw up here and I've got it extended, and it looks like it's going to be too long for what I need to do. So I think what I'm going to do is shorten it on the thinner end, because this is the weaker part of the saw, and we'll see what we can do with just that much, because I still got plenty of
length on it. I just want to get up to these branches up here. I suppose if I could cut that whole branch off, it would be the best. So far the saw's longer than I need it to be. But let's see how sharp it is. Ugh. It'll get heavy without just moving around. Let's see if I can get this branch off. Alright, let's see what it can do. The blade should be plenty sharp right now because it's brand new. Quite a bit of flex in the pipe, but sounds like it's doing something. Well, I'd say that's a success. So I'd say, yeah, this works good, and I'd say the VEVOR hole saw is a winner. Thanks for watching. Bye now.